Welcome back, guys. Washington Commanders fans finally have something to bring excitement. Big thank you to Mekki Mercury 9936 for suggesting this week's video. Long gone are the days of Dan Snyder when the highlight of a season in Washington is winning few games, starting multiple quarterbacks across just one season, and fans not showing up to games, losing records. The days of Dan Snyder are gone. It's a great time to be a Commanders fan because of Jayden Daniels. It took only 6 games in the NFL for Pro Bowl linebacker Roquan Smith to rightly call Jayden Daniels the truth. He's a threat in the open field, he's a threat as a run-pass option, he's a threat in the deep passing game. He has elite athleticism and speed with the ability to evade defenders, making him a home run threat every time he runs. He can read and process defenses at an elite level, work through multiple reads, and make plays from the pocket. He has sharp accuracy, including deep long passes, has a quick release, as well as the ability to throw whilst on the move. Under pressure, he's poised, and his passing efficiency is impressive. But it was not easy for Jayden Daniels to get to this point, because at the age of 20 in early 2021, Jayden Daniels lost his paternal grandparents to COVID-19. They were instrumental in his early football journey, and his grandfather described Jayden as his best friend, unable to say goodbye due to pandemic restrictions. The tragedy and grief affected Jayden, and it was reflected by a performance dip in his 3rd season for Arizona State. But it was also a turning point for Jayden, leaning on football ever more as a refuge and to overcome adversity. After transferring to LSU, reviving his career, and winning the 2023 Heisman Trophy, the Washington Commanders were the first team to express significant interest in Daniels. There were multiple uncertainties though about Jayden Daniels as a draft prospect, including his lean build and ability to withstand NFL level hits, his presence and decision making in the pocket and intermediate passing. Critics questioned his sustainability after just one elite season in his 5th collegiate year at LSU. But one NFL front office believed in his potential, and that was the Commanders. At the 2024 Scouting Combine, General Manager Adam Peters and other team officials were impressed with Daniels' leadership, work ethic, and on-field performance. And they already signaled their inclination to selecting him in the draft, stating, "Something has to happen to not be Jayden." 2 months later, in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders selected Jayden Daniels at number 2 overall, and the rest is history. Similar to the Robert Griffin III selection in 2012, general fan reaction to the draft pick was excitement and positive, a potential saviour for the team, with some concern of course about his slender frame and durability. Daniels responded, "I'm here to win games and earn their trust," humbly emphasizing his commitment to proving himself on the field. He understood Washington's history with quarterback. The Commanders had not been to an NFL championship game since 1991. He knew the high expectations that we placed on him, and he knew that performance would be the ultimate answer to skepticism. In his rookie season, Jayden Daniels was producing numbers that the NFL has never seen before as a rookie. He became the first rookie in history to post 3,500 plus passing yards and 800 plus rushing yards, breaking Andrew Luck's record for offensive yards as a rookie, and put himself in history with an NFL Hall of Famer in RG3 and one of the best Washington players of all time. In a regular season game versus the Cleveland Browns, Jayden Daniels became the first player in NFL history to pass for at least 1,000 yards and rush for at least 250 in his first 5 career games. One thing became very clear after Jayden Daniels' first year. He was solely proven that he's one of the most unique players we have ever seen in the NFL. Jayden Daniels set the record for clutch performances with 12 four-quarter and overtime touchdown passes, the most by a rookie in NFL history. The next players with this achievement include Drew Brees and John Elway. No rookie quarterback comes close to this milestone. I'm not even done yet. To me, there are 2 more crazy things about Jayden Daniels' explosion. Firstly, he had 5 touchdown passes in the final 30 seconds of regulation or overtime, more than any quarterback since the 1970 merger. Secondly, there are many great players, but only few are able to deliver in a game-deciding high-pressure situation, and it usually comes with years of experience in the league or behind a less vulnerable defense. Jayden Daniels has the ability. The team have the foundation for growth. Jayden Daniels has the potential to sustain this success. Just a few seasons ago, the Washington Commanders were a 3-13 team, the worst offensive team in the league and the worst team in the NFC East. Today they have Terry McLaurin and Austin Eckler, 7 picks for the upcoming 2025 NFL draft and significant cap space. With the rise of Jayden Daniels, the Commanders are destroying expectations people had about them being a mediocre team that struggles to make the playoffs. Despite Daniels' individual success, he remains level-headed and focused on football fundamentals and avoiding distractions from praise or criticism. The hiring of Dan Quinn as head coach and Cliff Kingsbury as offensive coordinator. Kingsbury, who has a history of developing dynamic quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and Kyler Murray. The acquisition of Deebo Samuel and revamping of the defense will provide Daniels with an environment conducive to his growth and development. The Washington Commanders were 4-13 prior to Jayden Daniels. They would have struggled significantly last season without him. He led the NFL with a 97.5 QBR in the final 4 minutes of games and second in late game completion percentage. In other words, Jayden Daniels won games for Washington that they were on the verge of losing. Jayden Daniels embodies a team first and winning mentality, heavily influenced by his idol Kobe Bryant and his Mamba mentality. The Commanders are in a good spot right now and are positioned for long-term success. The Commanders were fun as of last season with a new face of the franchise, and they finally have that player they can root for and hopefully keep them in the playoffs. Jayden Daniels' story has been wild so far, battling grief whilst in college and the uncertainty surrounding his ability to thrive in an NFL setting, to become the Commanders' hope for the future and playing like an MVP. I appreciate you guys making it this far in this video. There'll be more of these type of videos in the future, so if you want to follow me, my socials are all listed in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.